If you got a sick kid, you're not thinking about anything else but a sick child, especially with something this serious. I'm Karen, this is Kendall, and this is her sister Cassie. It was about a year ago, and Kendall, we got in the back seat of the car. I was driving, and she said, "Mommy, I have heart pain." And I said, "No, you don't know what a heart pain is, right?" And I said, "No, you're probably just hungry. Eat the banana." And I said and tossed her a banana, and we got home. And then we got in the door, and she went and laid on the bed. And then I thought, uh-oh, something's up, right? I didn't know what a normal heart rate was. I stopped counting. I wasn't even close to a minute, and I stopped counting at 230, 240 with Kendall. And then went and called an ambulance. And ambulance came, and it was pretty traumatic. The ambulance guys were saying that they were going to have to use the defibrillator on her because it had been going so long. Supraventricular tachycardia, so SVT. And that's a third electrical current in her heart. So she was born with a third current in her heart. They told us that and said that the beating stops. It just flutters, basically, so no blood gets pumped to the vital organs. The best way to describe it is put a knife in a light socket. Got referred to a heart surgeon, cardiologist, and he confirmed the emergency room's diagnosis of SVT. In talking, you sit down with this cardiologist, and it's fast. It's like, this is the facts, and you got to fly to Edmonton, and we don't do surgery in Winnipeg anymore, and the surgery center is there, the surgery is 6 to 8 hours long, and this will never go away, born with it, she won't outgrow it, and it was just this overload of information all of a sudden. Originally, when I left the doctor's office, I felt like we had to get on a plane and we needed to go to Edmonton and had to have this surgery and didn't know enough about it. We couldn't get a hold of the doctor again, as much as he was great the first time we sat down. They're not going to say, "Oh, come on back in, I'll take another 2 hours to talk to you." It just doesn't work that way when you've got one surgeon in town. We had no way of getting a second opinion in our province. You're doing the research yourself, so you're online at 4 in the morning, we've again only got one doctor here in the whole province that does it, and he's busy, and you can't call with more questions. The pediatrician is a gem here, but it's not a specialty. I called our benefits provider and just told her what happened, and she said that you had this second opinion service. So I called, and then next thing you knew, somebody was listening and taking care and giving us facts, and they knew right away what her attack involved without me having to go into it for the 20th time. It's just this friendly voice that really, really cared, that just said, "I'll take care of it all for you." I had the form within 10 minutes of hanging up the phone, signed the release, and then everything was done. She dealt with the doctor's office here. She got all the copies of all the test results. She called me to say, "This is the update, it's now reached Boston." She kept in touch with me all along the way, so I never had to spend a day wondering, did they forget about us? I was shocked at how much the person was willing to step in and take over for us. So I did not expect that. And she was so great at reassuring us that you don't just sign the form. We do everything for you. I still remember her saying, "You have enough stress in your life right now. We're doing this for you." We're a Manitoba family. We don't know what else is out there. So when I'm told that the #1, pediatric cardiology center is in Boston, and that's where you're going to get the opinion from, I was jumping for joy and very thankful to have that caliber of doctor looking at the file. It's like just a handful of days, and we had this big booklet back with a second opinion on it. It was just so detailed and so thorough and so much in layman's terms. After I got that booklet from WorldCare, I stopped doing any research. I never went online again looking for a diagnosis or treatment for this, ever again. So ultimately, the diagnosis was confirmed, but it was confirmed in a way that gave me peace of mind. The last piece in the letter was that the doctor wanted to know how Kendall was doing by Christmas. You actually felt like people did care, and they spent a lot of time. The treatment was very similar, but it was more of a watch and wait, and the report encouraged us and said it was okay to watch and wait, because my gut was to watch and wait. Her dad's gut was to, let's watch and wait, right, before we go racing off and doing heart surgery. So it gave us the confidence to do that. And we're here a year later and nothing else has happened. So as she gets older, she gets stronger. And if that, the surgery has to happen, which it probably will, she's older and stronger, every year. What's changed in the daily routine is that we're living life the way we were living it before the original diagnosis. So the original diagnosis was fear and fear-based. And then their second opinion, even though it confirmed the diagnosis, the explanations were there, the people were there. So now, because of that, and feeling really comfortable in the diagnosis and understanding the condition, which you don't understand after your first doctor's appointment, you can go on with life. We don't do anything different, whereas we were doing things different before the second opinion. Until we had the second opinion, we had a fear of riding a bike. We had a fear of going on the trampoline. We had a fear of going on amusement park rides. She was changing as a result of it and becoming very withdrawn. The second opinion confirmed that she was okay to go through with daily activities. We were able to say, absolutely, go faster. Let's buy you a bigger bike. It has nothing to do with that. And we just knew what to watch for. If I hadn't have made that phone call, I would have spent hundreds of hours doing research, getting more upset because there's so much on the internet that doesn't apply. And you know what? She probably would have had the surgery. I probably would have jumped, panicked because you're panicked, and the doctor's saying this will never go away without surgery. So she might have gone through something that she didn't have to go through, and frankly may never have to go through till adulthood when she's grown up and strong. So thank God for that phone call.